Hello, Bob.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing okay, thanks.
It's good we have this option. I don't like missing meetings when I'm not available.
Are you out of state?
hmm
Well, almost 2 o'clock, 20 seconds ago, we call the bridge order, pledge of allegiance, and a moment of silence. Pledge of
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. The minutes of September 19th meeting, are there any comments or motion for approval? I'll make a motion for the minutes, second. And then all you have.
Right, first one we have is Paul P. and Margaret Chinsek, and William and Kathleen Murphy. We had this last month, I believe. Located at 1445, 15. Yeah, submitted. Conform to the minor plan requirements. And, mistakes. Both lots meet the required, minimum lot size required in RC rural conservation. Two things that it does not conform is the certification of accuracy signed by the surveyor, and the owner certification is not signed, dated, notarized. I would recommend plan approval.
Any discussion? Need a motion for plan approval? Second. All in favor? Aye.
Hi,
Plan approval is granted.
After you get that,
We have the other one signed, but surveyors said that considered approved and then signed.
you have to get it.
All right, the township.
Yeah, and the planning commission only bring it out.
Thank you for the approval.
You're welcome. No, wait a minute. It's not. This next one is a covered bridge, and what we're told, basically what they want to do is reconfigure the parking lot. Parking that is required, they're putting in an underground detention system in underneath the reconfigured parking lot. And there's one to try to connect it into an existing PennDOT inlet down there. They're gonna reconfiguration, expansion of the existing parking areas, installation of underground stormwater detention basin and management facilities. With a proposed connection to an existing PennDOT stormwater inlet, they're gonna reconfigure the PennDOT new right of way to get into the property, new concrete sidewalks, curb along the front of the land development site, and construction of a new concrete patio and installation of 3 1,500 gallon sewage holding tanks, a pump tank, and a grease trap for the existing restaurant. On-lot water and sewer existing. Plan is not conforming to preliminary plan requirements of Lower Tillman's and Township land zoning and zoning ordinance. Under the zoning ordinance, the minimum lot size is 1 acre. They do meet that. However, any earth disturbance over 5,000 square feet of land shall require the submission of adequate erosion and sedimentation control plan to the Carbon County Conservation District. Current limit of disturbance is shown as 0.96 acres. But determined to have 1 acre or more of earth disturbance during design or construction stage, and MPD permit will be required. Except for parking spaces immediately in front of individual dwellings, all areas for off-street parking, off-street loading and unloading, and the storage or movement of motor vehicles shall be physically separated from the street by continuous grass or landscape planting area strip. Except for necessary and approved vehicle entrance and exit to the lots, the plan should post areas of grass and the landscape to meet this requirement, as well as areas adjacent between parking areas and access roads for clarification. Areas of the grass and or landscape not clearly indicated and labeled in the plan. All off-street parking, loading areas shall be set back at least 10 feet from all property street right-of-way line. You look at the plan, they're taking 10 feet from the existing right-of-way line, not the future right-of-way line, and not taken. Let's see, however, based on the definition of the future right-of-way, parking areas should step back 10 feet from the township ultimate right-of-way. It shall be determined by the zoning officer that the parking areas shall be set back 10 feet from the township ultimate right-of-way or the legal right-of-way. Part of their zoning ordinance. Required off-street parking spaces shall be located on the same lot as a principal use served or an abutting lot. The off-site employee parking, as noted in the parking tabulation, provides 14 spaces located at 4335 Little Craft Road, and that is the building across the street, which was owned by Kite Scott way back on. And the tax parcel does not abut the land development site, and they're located across the road. In addition, as shown in the plan, the parcel is not owned by the CTI, it's owned by Little Gap Associates Inc. And they're gonna need an access parking agreement will be required between the owners for the proposed park. Number of parking spaces on the plan may be required to be updated if necessary after confirmation by the zoning officer. The verified number of spaces being provided meets the required number of spaces according with the zoning. Maximum lot coverage for the VC Village Center District. As shown in the plan is 35%, and they're proposing 35%. And detailed dimensions for all existing improvements shall be provided to ensure all impervious coverage on the site is being accounted for. Tabulation shall be provided a plan listing existing and proposed impervious cover in square feet for the site, including but not limited to the restaurant, dwelling units, all parking areas, patios, porches, sidewalks, etc. For conformance with the maximum lot coverage. Under subdivision land development ordinance, chapter 390 review. The land development plan shall first be submitted as a preliminary plan. The plan is submitted as a preliminary final. A waiver from the solar requirement will be necessary for Lower Township Township supervisors. Submit the plan as a preliminary final. Approval date, brief justification for the waiver should be included in the plan. Previous zoning approvals and variance granted, including date of action with any conditions shall be provided. Listing of any deed restrictions of covenant existing or proposed shall be provided on the plan. And I know there's a lot of zoning approvals that were done down there. PennDOT highway occupancy permits statements not shown in the plan. Certificate of ownership not signed. Certificate of accuracy of plan not signed and sealed by the engineer surveyor. Copy of the current deed for the property not provided. Copy of any zoning decisions either obtained in the past or as part of the current project not provided. Copies of any existing PennDOT highway permits not provided. Size and dimensions of all buildings for the site not shown. Location of existing on-site facilities for the 3 existing homes not shown in the plan. Existing and proposed lighting facilities shall be shown and labeled in the plan. In site inspection, there were lights within the parking area that aren't shown in the plan. Existing and proposed landscaping shall be shown and labeled in the plan. as acceptable, as applicable. Existing soil probe holes and test sites for the sewage treatment and stormwater management facility should be provided in the plan. The ENS plan has to be provided. Source facility planning modules shall be provided by and approved by the township and PEA DEP. And the applicant should contact the township CEO, SEO, to review the existing proposed storage facilities for the site and confirm what has been completed to date. At the minimum, the property owner will need to execute a holding tank agreement with the township for the three proposed holding tanks that they're down here in the front of the highway. Subdivision and land development agreement will need to be executed between the township prior to final plan approval. Financial security, including a construction cost estimate approved by the township is required. Survey computation is not provided as required. Location, type, and size of any or existing installed lighting shall be shown in the plan. With lighting foot candle levels provided, lighting shall be designed and located so that the light sources are shielded from the adjoining properties and streets. The truck turning template shall also document adequate circulation of all anticipated vehicles, including delivery, garbage, and emergency service vehicles throughout the entire site, including the residential lanes as proposed. Shooters there. They do show the fire trucks and the garbage truck going in. They don't show. They don't show the vehicle access to the homes up here at the top, or the going around the whole existing site. Let's see here. Construction details shall be provided for the proposed retaining walls. Design computation signed by professional engineers shall be provided for all proposed retaining walls with 4 feet or more of exposed wall heights in conjunction. Retaining wall that they already built in there, well over 4 feet. Each lot in the subdivision or land development shall be provided with sewage treatment facilities. There's nothing for these 3 homes up here at the top showing anything. Parking tabulation indicates there's 63 restaurant seats. And does this tabulation can include all patio and deck seating areas, specifically patio, that will be enclosed with additional window seating. Also, the parking configuration at the westernmost residential dwelling should be revised to make the third space accessible or the space eliminated. The parking tabulation again indicates 14 required employee parking spaces located across the street. 4335 Little Neck Road. Information should be provided for use of the off-site parking area for the building owners. And stormwater management. This is currently under review by the Hartford County Conservation District, and they provided some comments that we try to include in here. And they needed operation and maintenance agreement covering all stormwater controls. And again, a financial guarantee to the municipality for the time of installation and proper construction of all stormwater management that is required by the approved plan in accordance with provisions of the Pennsylvania Municipalities Planning Code. Block walls are shown in the plan. Here and right here, they're right in where they're paved for the parking access, and we can take them and the preliminary municipality will waiver request for preliminary final plan submission, original signatures and comments of Lower Tolmincy Township engineer. That'll be addressed. And I pointed out that if this precludes any recommendations for approval of land development at this time was submitted for review. We are providing the above comments for discussion between Lower Tolmincy Township officials, township engineer, and applicant engineer responsible for this land development plan, with provision that the above noted comments must be addressed and adequately mitigated before plan approval.
Any discussion? We have a long way to go.
I did my comments and then I coordinated with Lower Tolmincy Township engineer, and we basically agree on that.
Is there a motion for no recommendation?
That's the review.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
This thing, I thought was gonna be easy one. Pienza Fishing Camp, Crazy Trout LLC, preliminary final. This fine site is not. Right now, they have they have an office building and we've buildings up the back, not these. It's located at 469 Forest Street, Franklin Township. They're gonna construct an 8,850 square foot lodge, 10 460 square foot member cottage with water and sewer connections, parking areas, and associated stormwater controls. Right now, it's an existing agricultural complex, a private fishing camp with other ponds located throughout the areas. If areas of brush and wood cover throughout, on-site inspection revealed existing structures and ponds. Located throughout the tract, no visual barriers for development noted. The plan is submitted, does not. This should be.
No, we do change it.
Yeah. Minimum lot size is an acre. It does meet the conforms to lot size requirements. Okay, the plan was reviewed for requirements of both preliminary final plan. The Carbon County Planning Commission believes the plan is submitted as a final plan development plan does not comply with the requirements set forth in section 403 of the Franklin County zoning ordinance. Maintenance of stormwater management facilities, adequate insurance and maintenance identification, liability insurance and security shall be provided to be submitted to the township for review and approval. The erosion sedimentation control plans submitted and deemed adequate by the Carbon County Conservation District. In addition, an approved DEP EmpdYxwGc5Y permit for stormwater discharge associated with construction activities is required for this project because development proposed to exceed the 1 acre minimum. A copy of the permit shall be provided to the township once it's obtained. Permit number when the state should be noted on the record plan. Easements with a minimum width of 20 feet. Not provided for all utilities. Clear site triangle should show on the plan for the existing driveway and access is Forest Street. Here. Driveway clear site triangle note should be provided in the plan stating no vision obstructing objects shall be permitted with obscured vision above the height of 30 inches and below the height of 10 feet. They're going to need a modified sewage facility planning module, may be required for the proposed on-lot sewage disposal system for the land of them. They're proposing 10-member cottages. They're draining into a tank, which they're going to pump over to the sewer system. Data to which the contour elevations refer, right of way and paved cartway width, the Forest Street not shown. Clear site triangle for the existing driveway intersection with the Forest Street not shown. Site distances at the existing driveway intersection with Forest Street not shown. Order certification of the sign, certification of action of the sign. And with general review comments. Wells are not permitted within 100 feet of any sort of absorption system. PA Code 25, Environmental Standards, Chapter 73. Minimum horizontal distances require an individual water supply or water supply system suction line and maintained between the well and the perimeter of the aggregate. The absorption area of 100 feet. As shown on the plan, sheet 1 through 4, the existing well is located. Located within the 100-foot radius. And in addition, well, here's the septic system coming out of the building, going into a pump, and then pump down to a grassy area right down near the stream. And there's no, it just pumped into the grass area. commercial building. In the required 100-foot perimeter of the existing septic tank discharge from the office building into an existing grassy area. The applicant should contact the township sewer enforcement officer to discuss this issue. Details of the recharge pits and connection to each proposed member cottage should be shown in the plan. And just they're saying that they're gonna come out of the cottages and discharge into these pits. Grade shown on sheet 3 of 5. Okay, this one. Show the sanitary sewer line connections with a grade change of at least 2 feet, which will require a grinder pump for the purposes of proposed membership cottages 5 through 10. Grinder pump details and specifications should be submitted and shown on the plan sheet 7. Specifications of the proposed septic tank pump should also be shown. Proposed lot size of 35.5 feet by 131 feet should be revised to 65.5 feet by 131 feet. Plan sheets 2 through 5, and again, all plan comments, recommendations of the Franklin Township engineer should be addressed. And again, we could the requirements, we've got several areas of non-compliance with the requirements of Franklin Township land development ordinances that preclude any recommendation for proposed land development time, and again, we'll provide the comments out there for review. If I would recommend rejection, we'd have to do the whole thing over again.
Any discussion? There's no motion for review without recommendation. Okay. All in favor? Aye.
Oh,
That's it.
All right. Sorry. Enjoy.
Okay. Jim Fort Borough, finally, they came up with their new zoning ordinance. Everybody who wants to read it, if you have a file. I didn't see anything. It basically mirrored the Heighton and Mahoney Township word for word. Let's see, PUC application, Aqua PA wastewater. They're seeking our input for the purpose of determining if Aqua requested service tech territory in Care Township complies with the county's land use planning. I had to fill out a form. And basically they're taking your area left the golf course. They're gonna include that in their operating.
For the sewage program. Who doesn't Aqua now run the existing sewage program track out?
But they want to expand. They're not in this area. And meets our requirements of the comprehensive plan. Set it out for the Aqua, they can include it. The last one is PDEP, Nipsey's permit application. Blue Ridge Real Estate Lot 2 of Route 940. And it's located down the street from the existing warehouse. And this is going to be on the corner of the road going into the Francis and Walton building. And all they want to do is they're applying for the permit right now. We have to ask them back for the development. Like I went by it the other night, last Monday night, I was coming home from Wilkes-Barre, and I got stuck in the turnpike for about 45 minutes until I could get off at the Pocono exit, and I came by this way. And that other warehouse up there, every day is filled with Amazon.
Everyone. Every day.
Yeah. And that's it.
We need a motion for the ordinance.
You think for ordinance?
We had to send the comments out.
You go through the motion to send the comments on the info or ordinance.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
all right.
Let's go through the stormwater drainage company, which is, little that.
Asking for nominations for the Concord County Conservation District, a public director and former director. Anyone have any names?
They want to be reappointed,
Oh, then they're all.
the two of them.
Oh, okay. I'm nominated, Dusty Comfort and Ryder Shoulder.
Yes.
Nominated. You second for that? Yeah. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Nominations are. Yeah. Point five, any visitors want to say? A motion for adjournment.
Yeah.
Discussion. I'm on the board. They have a real. And you know that, because that's not one thing, the goal is private, they all store like that. That was that, and actually, I hope to on that. I want them down to the. You know that
Balance still on there?
yeah, he's one on the back end. So I grew water about 3 or 4 years ago. You know, who running this?
Who's the one who was pending?